So as you're building out your vision values one pager, be on the lookout for those 3 mistakes: making the what over the why, using that forbidden word will, and writing from the degenerative or the sustainable paradigm. Now, one of the other major problems when writing out your vision values one pager, if you're doing it in partnership, whether it's a spouse or business partners, is the inevitable emotions and conflict that can arise out of people's deeply held beliefs about what they want and what they think is right. And so there can be some fights that might arise out of this. And so I want to share with you a really simple framework that's helped me in my own relationships and with my clients to help them to have a bit more compassion and understanding when these tensions flare up, or if people are acting in kind of funny or irrational ways. There's a saying that when people are the hardest to love, they need it the most. And I truly believe that statement, even though sometimes it can be really frustrating. I believe that when people are acting out, or they're avoidant or sullen or aggressive or whatever it is, I believe that those are actually indicators or patterns of a deeper underlying issue that needs to be addressed. And so one of the frameworks that I found useful for this is the acronym SCARF, which stands for Status, Certainty, Autonomy, Relatedness, and Fairness. So this framework was developed by a researcher and kind of self-help guy named David Rock. And what he realized as he was kind of combing through all the different research around personal development and trauma and how our brains work is that there are these 5 emotional needs that every human has that are just as important to us as our food, water, and shelter. And this kind of goes contrary to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which basically puts food, water, shelter, and energy at the base, and then these kind of more emotional needs up top. And so you can actually prove this to yourself just by thinking about history here. Is that there have been many times where people have literally chosen to die rather than give up one of their beliefs. Or people who have gone through starvation. They've given up their food, water, shelter, and energy, even their lives, because they believed in something so important. So the idea that these emotional needs, the status, what people think of us, the certainty, the knowing what our day-to-day is going to look like without having all these surprises pop up at us, the autonomy, feeling like we can make our own decisions and we're not living under someone's thumb, the relatedness, feeling connected and understood and loved by other people, and then the fairness, this idea that if roles were reversed, the outcomes would be the same.